Good morning. Rock that body. Yep, good morning. Another one bites the dust. Always wanted to start with music. I'll get better at this. Anyway, let me get myself situated here. If you follow my continuing adventures, last Sunday I vlogged about the fact that I ran a 5K for the very first time. And it was indoors on the track because it was amazingly hot. Well, I think if you watched my vlog yesterday, you saw where I said I had 6 children. Well, 3 of my sons, very precise about things, said to me, "You know, Dad, that's great, but you really didn't run a 5K because you didn't run it outdoors." Well, I was hoping to do that yesterday morning. Really was. And ended up having some work-related stuff to do. Got to the heat of the day. It got real warm. I thought, you know what, first time I do this, I'm going to try to do it in as ideal of conditions as possible. So I shot for this morning. And I am pleased to tell you that another one bites the dust. I was able to run 5K, actually 5K plus. Always put like a 3.2, 3.3 miles just to make sure. Feel really, really good. The really amazing thing, if you read my written blog that I did this morning before I went and ran, I was talking about the fact that I ran into a young man at my gym who is morbidly overweight, really had some issues, and kind of extended a hand and said, "Hey, if you ever want to walk, you know, look, I've been where you're at, know the deal, know the drill, more than glad to help you." Well, as I'm running, one thing I kind of forgot is about the last 6 to 7 tenths of a mile I ran this morning were at a gradual incline. And never having run that distance in my life outside before, I kept thinking, don't look ahead, look at the ground. Don't look ahead, look at the ground, because if you keep seeing how far you have to go, you're never going to make it. Well, I got about maybe 3 tenths of a mile from the finish, maybe a little more than that. A young lady runs up beside me. She said, "You belong to Health Park?" And I said, "Yeah." "You're John, right?" And I said, "Yeah." "You headed back up there?" I said, "Yeah." "Come on, I'll run with you the rest of the way." And I really appreciated that because I took my earbuds out, turned my music off, and had somebody to talk to. When I went back, and she ran right up to the door with me, gave me a high five. Texted everybody who I had phone numbers for. Trainer Jen gave me a woo-woo and said, "You'll probably be running half marathons by Christmas." I don't think so. But the next step is for me to run a real 5K, the one where you pay money and get a T-shirt. And they put your name in the newspaper. And so I'm going to shoot for that in the next couple weeks. And I think once I broke that barrier last Sunday and was able to do it indoors, I had no doubt in my mind, I had no fear that I'd be able to do it today outdoors. I paced myself. It was slow. It's about 45 minutes. And I was a little slow, but I wanted to get it done. And we'll work on time. My better days, I don't want to say my better days are behind me. I'm not going to be running competitively anytime in the near future. If I can get that down to around 40 minutes within the next 6 months, I'll be real, real happy. So there you go. Wanted to share that with y'all. I'm super pumped, super excited, and of course I got super emotional when I got back to the gym. They were getting ready to kind of do a power pump on the beach, and a couple of the trainers were there, and they saw me come in, and I told them, and they were all jumping up and down like high school cheerleaders, and so that's kind of cool. That's kind of cool. But I want to share that with you because I think we all have barriers in our lives, and we all have breakthroughs. And I think if you really, really believe you're worth the effort, you will get everything you deserve. And just remember, you are who you hang around with. And I hang around with some really great people like you.